Hello guys, it's time again for yet another Elliott Waves on Cryptos video. Today it's Thursday and we have the very popular vote from the QIC Corona Cycle team that we have to respect and analyze. So in this vote, the winner of the select a few altcoins, plus not only actually the altcoins I've suggested are BTC, that as always, you know, it comes mainly on all the videos now. It comes without a vote just because it's very important to follow what's going on with BTC. And as usual, and they're not getting tired about voting these guys, it's ENJIN coin. Okay, so we're going to analyze BTC and ENJIN. As you well know, markets have been quite mixed. We're still not out of risk, downside risk, and this is also what my analysis suggests. At least for BTC, this is to me, and I've been insisting for it, a very clear way for guys. If I'm wrong, time will show, but for now, nothing changes to my view. We're going to have, of course, a look first on the BTC and then on ENJIN. Before we go into the charts, do not forget that none of these constitutes investment advice. It's educational. It's for your information. It's my opinion. And don't forget, guys, you can also subscribe, turn your notifications on so that you don't miss these videos, as well as the opportunity to participate in the poll where you can vote for your favorite coin. Also participate in the community posts and in the video posts under the comment section. So without further ado, let's go quickly on the charts. Let's get this out of the way because some of you have been patiently waiting for this video, and I can understand that it is very critical that you know at least what I expect. Okay guys, so as I said, we're going to start with BTC against the Tether. As you well know, I've been persistent with my expanding flat in wave 4, in primary wave 4, and I'm expecting this correction to take us down to around the 23.5k or so. Can literally get to 20, can literally go to 25 or so. We are going to see. We're going to have more clues about the downside move once we break wave 3, or even when we start forming wave 1 over here, because the length of wave 1 is going to give us an idea of what we can expect for 3 and for 5, as well as for 4. Now, as you will remember, 1, 2, 3, I'm expecting 4. Okay, and let me go a little bit closer. We're on the 4-hour chart. W, X, and Y. This does not necessarily mean that I believe we ended the correction in wave 4. But as you well know, we go with what the markets give us. Okay, the markets currently gives us a top that can well be, you know, a flat, a zigzag over here, okay, and we ended up here. But let me just explain a little bit what I see over here, and then I'm gonna go closer to tell you what I think about this high over here. So this is an ABC, guys, and we've got another ABC down here for W. Wave X of this X wave, yeah, because we've got W and X, is a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, the correct way is A, B, C, D, E. Then we've had wave X completed. And then we have a clear A, a clear B, and a clear C over here already. Okay? Now, if we take the Fibonacci extension all the way from that crash low and all the way to the post-crash high, and all the way down to X, we've done the 78.6 Fibonacci extension, which is a respected level for waves Y of W, X, and Y double corrections. The 100 Fibonacci brings us to 44.46. Okay, I was expecting that we're going to go to at least the previous high at 42.5, but we only did the 41,200 also. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the end, but I don't think it is the end, and I will tell you what I expect. Okay, obviously because we're looking forward here, I can give you that scenario as the main, but as I said before, if we go with what markets has already given us, it looks like we ended. I do think though that, and because we get an interaction here between 1 and 4, guys, this is an ABC, this is an ABC, this is an ABC, ABC, and we're gonna get another ABC. This, my friends, is going to be an ending diagonal in wave Y. Okay, this is what I see currently, you know, due to this correction down here. Now, of course, if we break below, okay, we could continue lower down, because so far, guys, there is no interaction between waves 1 and 4. Okay, it's a very tiny interaction which can be expected in the cryptocurrency market. So we remain impulsive to the downside over here. Okay, so we could get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or whatever other sort of scenario. We could even get an ABC and then get another ABC that is going to be WX, YX, and Z, the triple zigzag for 4. But I doubt that is going to be the case if we take into consideration the duration of wave 2 of this move to the downside. I'm expecting this wave 4 to be in fairly soon, to be honest. Now, if we stop here and we move up, okay, I don't think we're gonna get much higher up than the 42.5. Okay, but again, if it's gonna be in an ending diagonal manner, then I will be expecting prices to indeed move higher and take out this trend line of the ending diagonal, okay, and then start moving lower down. The other scenario, guys, which is fairly similar, but we might be looking for maybe a deeper correction, would be that this is a wave A here, this is a wave B down here, and we're going to get a wave C as an some sort of you know, flat pattern over here. Okay, well, it would be like a complex actually correction, to be fair. That is like an A, B, and a C. So it is a zigzag with a truncated wave C. That is the X. It's not a flat. Okay, it's just a complex correction, but it's just reminds a flat because of the ABCs and the 5-wave relationship here. But it could be an ending diagonal, as I said before. So that would be B, and then in that case that would be 1 and 2. Yeah, and then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is going to be 3, then 4 and 5. Okay, so we can expect even the 50K or so to be reached again. But if that happens, don't forget that we really want to stay below the 47.50 or so. That is the level that is going to keep this move to the downside impulsive. If we break above that level, guys, then first, it's very likely that this is not going to be an expanding flat, unless if we get 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 and 5, like it's going to be like an open-ended diagonal, but it's going to be huge, right? So I don't think that's going to be the case. If we break though, yeah, above that, here's what's going to happen. The probabilities of this having ended down here are going to increase, okay? Because it could be a case where this is indeed 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then 3, 4, and 5, and we'll continue all the way up. Why? Because the break of this is gonna actually turn all this move to the downside as a corrective wave, either motive, yeah, or some sort of correction, which means two scenarios. One, will break higher and will continue all the way up with fresh highs. The other scenario is that we ended up here, wave 3, yeah, and this is now an ABC for W. We're gonna get an X, yeah, which means we'll break above that level, then we're gonna get a Y. Okay, so this is all, guys, that we can see now for BTC against the US Tether in the 4-hour chart. Going down on the 1 hour quickly, only to tell you that if we break outside this channel, this ascending channel, the probabilities to move lower are going to increase. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to move lower down, but it means that we should really expect at least prices not to move beyond wave, this wave over here, wave B. Okay, only if we break that level, I'm going to start thinking that this wave 4 is in, and then the chances of the probabilities actually will increase for the downside to continue in wave 5. Okay, so that's all for BTC, guys, and I hope that's helpful. Now let's go quickly on Engine, and I'm going to start with the 4-hour chart again. As you remember, last week we talked about the main scenario of a W, X, Y, X, and Z, which is a triple zigzag and wave 4. Okay, we're also expecting more downside, contrary to the scenario that we saw 2 videos ago for Engine, because it did look bullish. It's just this move is very bullish, but the moment we interacted over here, then my mind changed, because this interaction means ABC finished. And since last time we talked about this actually being 1 and 2, and we talked about 1 and 2, and we were expecting for 3 as well, all right? But obviously without a fresh high, that is invalid. There is no multi-structural move to the upside, okay? Which means most likely we're going for that main scenario as expected, that we're expecting a triple zigzag, and we are in wave Z, C of Z, actually very shortly. This to me is an impulsive move, so that makes an A wave, and this is a running triangle, A, B, C, D, and E, guys. So as long as we hold, we could get an overthrow here. It's not impossible, but as long as we are around that area over here, it's very likely going to start moving lower now. And once we break this ascending channel, very likely that we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to complete a new low, and finally after that start moving all the way up. Now you might say, well, what if this is 1 and 2, and then this is 1, and this is going to be 2, and this is going to be 3, 4, and 5? This is also possible, which means 4 ended here. But the current market does not give us high probabilities of this scenario happening, guys. Okay, think about something else as well. If we pull a Fibonacci, a channel over here, and we need to connect the beginning and wave X, right? Look at this. We did break. We did break above that. We're outside that level now, but we haven't broken impulsively. I mean, even in this scenario, we did break it impulsively, okay? But it didn't happen. Usually when these moves occur and we are actually looking at these sort of false breaks and stuff, yeah, even in this, then we're looking at complex corrections, okay? The other scenario is instead that this is some sort of like open triangle in wave 4, guys, okay? And that is like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm gonna get a wave E. Okay, let me just correct that. A, B, C, D, yeah, and we're gonna get wave E. Okay, in either case, even for a wave E, we're looking for a low below that low. So from a Elliott wave perspective, one or the other scenario obviously are different, but not the wave we're expecting. Okay. But from a technical analysis perspective, we're still expecting that low. So nothing changes for you who is watching, okay? Now, what else I want to do, it's go for this Fibonacci retracement over here, guys. And look what we've done so far. We came down to the 61, now we trade above the 38.2. We really want to break 38.2, then 50, and then 61.8, then 78.6, and then we're going to get a new low. But this is going to be a super zone. You think we might get down there? I'm not sure. I cannot say. And as I said before, we need to get the first wave, yeah, and then we can have an assessment for wave 3, 4, and 5. Because without the first wave, the length of the first wave is hard to project where the rest of the waves are going to go. Okay. Now, don't forget though that the 38.2 was missed. And waves 4 usually correct 38.2. Waves 2 usually correct 61.8. So 63 cents is not impossible. It's very probable it's going to be very close to this trend line of the channel, okay, which is obviously bullish, okay. Let me correct that from 2 there. Let's just put it a bit further out and put this up to 3. There we go. Okay, so this is what we should be really paying attention to, guys. Okay, now what else we can do? Okay, since we've got more waves than just the beginning, we can do X and X, okay, and then go down to Y, because this is another channel that we can you know receive some insights from. And if you see that X and X connection, guys, we still trade within that channel. Okay, so you can understand that at the moment, and that's why we have a triangle, we are mixed. Okay, but as long as we are inside, and actually I would say below 160 or so, I am more bearish than I am bullish. Okay, so in case you guys have any questions regarding any of these scenarios or any of the analysis, go ahead and ask. If you have analysis of your own, make sure you respect the community and make sure that you provide that analysis as well. Don't come speaking with definite terms, because you'll be blocked and deleted. Okay, I don't like deleting or blocking people, but those who are coming in and providing advice are not welcome. Okay, so you should really respect the people that are participating in the comments, okay, myself as well, and trading and Elliott waves. So this will be all for the day, guys. Before we go, do not forget, it's not investment advice, educational, and subscribing, turning your notifications on so that you also participate in the community poll, as well as not missing opportunities and other community posts that I make at random times. Thanks for watching again, and we will be I'll be posting the next poll fairly soon on YouTube.